Alrighty, today I am going to be making some body wash because I want something that's natural and that is going to be good for my body and is not going to hurt me. So I'm going to make some body wash. I've got all my things gathered up here. So I am using Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. This is the unscented. I get the unscented because then I can add my essential oils and I can make it whatever scent I want. I'm also going to add some avocado oil because I want it to be moisturizing. And Castile soap, although it's really gentle, it can be a little bit drying. So I like to add some sort of a nice carrier oil, and avocado is my oil of choice because I always have it. I cook with it, as you can tell by the giant size bottle. I have a ton of it. So avocado oil, then I'm going to add a little bit of vitamin E. There are great antioxidants in vitamin E, and it's very, very nourishing for your skin. So I'm going to add some vitamin E oil in there. And the oils that I'm going to use today, I like to make it, different scents. But today I'm going to be using these three. So I'm using peppermint, and I'm going to use ylang ylang and patchouli. So patchouli and ylang ylang are both very nourishing to the skin. They're very, very good for the skin. So that's why I chose those two. And then, most of the time I shower in the morning. And so I'm going to add some peppermint just because it'll be invigorating for my skin. So let's get started. Let's see. Oh, one thing I forgot to grab, and I'll do it right now, is water because we're going to need water for this. So I'm just going to fill up. We have a reverse osmosis system. So I'm just going to fill. That's probably plenty, probably more than enough. So I'm using filtered water because obviously we want this to be as good as it can be. So I picked up these little foamer, here's what it looks like. I picked up these foamer bottles from Amazon, and I think they were I actually got a 4-pack, and they worked out to just be a few bucks a pack, or a few bucks a bottle, like $2 a bottle, I think, is what I paid for them. So I love it. I love that I can make my own stuff, and these are super inexpensive. So we're going to add first our Castile soap. Let me get this open. I should have done that before I started my video, but c'est la vie. All right. I don't have any specific measurements, guys, so we're just kind of winging this. So we're going to fill this with the Castile soap. And I'm going to go about, if you can see that, filling it. I'm going to go about probably a quarter of the way up the bottle. About that much Castile soap. That should be plenty. The reason I'm putting it in a foamer is because this specific type of body wash, this homemade body wash, it will not foam for you typically. So I like to put it in the foaming bottle because I like that foamy sensation, okay? So Castile soap about a quarter of the way full, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead now and add I'm gonna do 4 drops of the vitamin E oil. This is just Jason's brand, and this I picked up at, gosh, I think I just got it at Natural Grocers. So I'm just gonna do 4 drops, maybe. One, oh. Okay, so this does not have to be specific, okay? Not at all. So just a few drops there, and then I'm totally gonna not measure this avocado oil. We're just gonna dump some in there, right? And it's gonna be totally perfect because it is what it is. So I want it to be nourishing, so I'm gonna do, that's probably gonna be the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. You can do more or less depending on, how much you want in your specific body wash. If you want it to, if you tend to have more oily skin, you might want to use less of the avocado oil. If you tend to have drier skin, you're going to want to use more of the avocado oil. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my essential oils. I'm going to add peppermint first, and we're just going to do, let's see, I'm going to do 7, 8, I did 15 drops of peppermint oil. I want it to be very invigorating, like I said, because I'm using this in the morning. So that's why I did more of that. You may not want it to be as invigorating, so you could do less. So again, guys, this is just make it what you want it. So next we're going to do patchouli. And once again, patchouli is just very, very nourishing for the skin. So I'm going to do, gosh, let's say probably 10 drops of patchouli. Patchouli is a little bit of a thicker oil, so it might take a little bit to come out. And my mom loved patchouli growing up, and I never liked it, ever, you guys. It was just not an oil that I liked. And so when I started with Young Living a few years ago, I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try their patchouli, right? Thinking that I probably wouldn't like it, but I wanted to try it anyway. And actually, I think I may have even got it as a free giveaway. And I'm in love. And so is my son. We put it on our dryer balls. It smells so good. And again, it's very soothing for the skin. So next we're gonna do ylang ylang. And ylang ylang again is one that, I don't know if it's gonna focus on that. There you go. Is another one that's just very soothing for your skin, and it smells good. And I don't know about you guys, but I love the smell of ylang ylang and patchouli mixed together. So I'm gonna do probably 10 drops of this as well. And I'm gonna start lower because, you know, a lot of people when they do a body wash, I don't know, was that 10, guys? I totally got distracted. A lot of people when they do a body wash, they just, you know, put a ton of oil in. And number one, we don't have to with our Young Living essential oils because they're so amazing and pure that we don't need as many. And I always figure I can add more later. So that's it. We've got all of our ingredients. We're gonna top this off with water. And you can kind of see that change as I put the water in. That oil and water is going to separate a little bit. Now you don't want to fill this all the way because you have to put your foamer lid on. So I cannot believe that. I put almost the exact amount of water that we needed. I should have looked and seen what that was. But these bottles are, gosh, I think these are 8-ounce bottles. 8-ounce foamer bottles. So that's it. Then you just put your lid on. And I probably could have filled that a little bit more, but I don't like to overfill it because if you overfill these bottles, when you put that lid on, it's going to cause you to lose some because it's going to leak out the top. So then I'm just going to gently turn it over and back and over and back to combine it. And then once it's combined, I'm just going to put this in my shower and I'm going to have a really nice all natural body wash, and it's going to smell lovely and it's not going to be toxic to my skin. And yeah, that'll probably last me a while, especially when you put stuff in a foamer, it lasts longer. So that's it, guys. All natural body wash. The ingredients that you're going to need: vitamin E oil, unscented Castile soap, and avocado oil or whatever carrier oil you prefer. And then obviously you're going to want your essential oils and choose what you like. But I love to use peppermint, ylang ylang, and patchouli together. So that's it. Now I have my body wash. I think I'll go take a shower. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.